We got to the chopper. Now let's see if we can make it to the cabin without glimmer fog this time. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian.
Let's stay in a lot, because I love horses.
This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series where, again, we made it to the chopper. And I am going to drink a little bit of water. Well, actually, I've got 42 minutes on this fire. Let's use that to our advantage as I make the same mistake twice. Did you see me go for the wrong menu there twice in a row? That's a thing that happened. Let's go ahead and start making some coffee. Because we can. I'm going to go ahead and drink some. Not going to get a lot of energy back, I would imagine. Got some.
I wonder if I can
It's not
drop
bad.
any of this gear.
I mean, you probably can. But you're not gonna... Wait. But no. Not tomato soup. Coffee. Thank you. Didn't want to open that. So this should be good. Yeah, I can definitely tell that I'm dealing with increased calorie consumption. That is absolutely a thing. Judging by how quickly my calorie meter is going down. That is one thing that is actually higher than Against All Odds Season 7 was. I did increase the difficulty in some small ways, which, when I do an Against All Odds Season 8, that is something else I will be thinking about closely. Hang on. Let's add a stick to the fire. But I really down-tuned a lot of things in this code for the sake of exploration. So, thankfully the wind is not bad enough to actually blow out the torch, which is a frickin' miracle. Remember that there were some containers in that chopper, unfortunately. So I did have to skip those. Alright, so we found the road. And it's interesting because I could go straight across here. That's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm just going to keep an eye out for wolves. Thankfully, we're not that cold. One big difference, in addition to some of the settings being down to, and you have to remember that in Season 7 of Against All Odds, which just wrapped up on the channel, when we were in Forsaken Airfield, it was very late. I had been everywhere else on the map. We explored 100% of the world in Season 7 of Against All Odds. So by the time we got here, it was cold. And Forsaken Airfield is a cold map. But we're dealing with slightly more forgiving weather settings much earlier in the game's sort of progress bar, so to speak. Okay. Can't sprint too much. Thankfully not seeing any wolves just yet. There's the cabin, straight ahead. It's still some ways off, and we'll need to find our way back to the road. I'm loving the fact that the wind has not changed direction too much. Okay, so the road is... Oh, I didn't... Damn it. My middle finger just decided, I'm going to go down now. Same thing... Oh, that's a bear. It's the same thing that happens when I'm holding the revolver from time to time, I suppose. Alright, so here's the road. And let me move a little bit faster, while hopefully avoiding that large furry woodland friend over to my right. Yeah, sir, could you not? I'd rather not. Could you not? I'd rather not. Where'd you go? Where did that bear go? Seriously, where did... What... Was I seeing things? Was I just looking at a rock and thinking it was a bear? That was a bear, right? Or did I see a rock that was perfectly bear-shaped at the right moment? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, I see it moving. Okay, it's there. Oh, my God. For a second, I was starting to lose my mind. I don't think I have another torch on me, do I? Let me find out. No, I don't. That's fine. I'm going to cut through here. Grab a stick on the way. Now, this is a cool feeling, I have to say. Having spent some time in Forsaken Airfield, not only off the channel earlier this year when I first visited, but recently on the channel. Feeling that good old map knowledge. To quote our Against All Challenges meta-series from earlier this year. Map knowledge is what brings us together today. Alright, I don't like this blind hill, but I do like the map knowledge. It's a good feeling to be like, yeah, I can cut through here and the road is here on my... It's like straight ahead. The only downside is that I'm limiting my visibility by doing this. Okay, so the road is to my left. There's the road. Perfect. Let's continue to follow it. I'm going to kind of veer right here. Now, I believe isn't there a cattail pond just up that way? I got stuck here briefly. Man, it's not that cold right now. It looks like it should be. But that is the beauty of being here so early. And it is late in the day, which on average is going to be warmer than earlier in the day. The sun has had more time to heat things up. There are the ptarmigan. Exactly where I left them. Well, maybe not exactly, but this is where I managed to get my ptarmigan last time. I don't have anything with which to hit those ptarmigan now. There they are. And unfortunately, whether we're talking about ptarmigan or whether we're talking about bunnies in the long dark, you can't just run up and grab small game that's just sitting there on the ground, even though it's right there. Even though it feels like you should be able to, like if you move fast enough. You can't just run up and grab these small defenseless creatures. You can't be that ridiculous. You need something to actually shoot them with first. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm going to assume that there is just more loot openly available outside without even going in. Let me see if that's the case. So far, not. Back door first. And we're back. Deja vu. All right, so cooking skillet.
Carry much more.
Now, I do believe... Okay, no, I hadn't picked up a cooking skillet yet. Nice. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, so when I was testing this code and making sure that it was absolutely ready for Against All Odds Season 0, I did definitely... Hang on, were those loose boards? They're there. I did definitely...
Thank you.
Thank you, indeed.
I'll take it.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I did definitely try the code out, and I remember I was in Pleasant Valley, and I found a frying pan, so I was just remembering that from another run. Cooking pots. So that's my second cooking pot. Need to be careful with that. I see some salt and some pork and beans. But we now have a firearm. The firearm is not particularly clean, though, I must say. So that's a slight problem. Let's see what other loot we can find here. I'm optimistic that... I mean, that's what we came here for. I was really hoping for a gun at this cabin. Because it's a, it's a cabin out in the woods. Oh, blizzard just arrived. I guess I'll pick up the spray paint. Fine. 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 If you insist. It's fine.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Nice. A worn military coats, which that's going to be better, nice indeed, than the new simple parka. It's not going to be better in terms of the weight, unfortunately. But I will still gladly take that. There's some combat boots that I can break those down for leather. I do need the leather. The last time I found combat boots, which was not that long ago actually, and I know where they are now that I'm thinking about it. And I could probably grab them for more leather before I leave. Last time I found combat boots, I did not break them down. Oh my god.
I think I can use this.
You know what this is? You know what these are? These are the best shoes in the game. Thank you, Long Dark. Salty crackers, and anything else here. That's a nice picture. Can't do anything with it, that's a nice picture. Okay, well, that's huge. I do have a firearm cleaning kit, so I can clean the revolver. There's a lot that I need to do now that I found all that stuff. Wow. That's huge. We are definitely ready to leave Forlorn, or not Forlorn Musket, but
about now.
Forsaken Airfield now. It's happening. It's gonna happen. So, apparently, Jennifer's thirsty, which, you know what, that's fair. I'm surprised after drinking all that coffee that you're that thirsty, though, just saying. Okay, so we do need to repair the worn military coat. Let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully not fail. Just kidding, we failed.
Need to find food.
Okay. Now it's at 99% condition. Now apparently we need to find food. Thankfully we have plenty. Right in our inventory. And I might be able to do some cooking in a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at what some of the recipes are, shall we? So I can make porridge right now. I don't have any broth, but that could very quickly be arranged because there are ptarmigan outside. There's camberflight porridge, which would require pinnacle peaches, which I currently don't have. Ptarmigan stew. So I could make some of this. Rabbit stew. So both ptarmigan and rabbit stew have similar effects. Looks like trout stew does as well, and venison stew. So the stews all kind of have that similar vibe. Alright, no syrup here this time, unfortunately. Actually, I do already have syrup in my inventory, though. So I could make, if I have acorn grounds, I could make acorn pancakes. My cooking skill is insufficient, though. Aw, that makes me sad. So yeah, this is, recall that the last time we were learning about these numbers, I didn't quite know what these meant, and I should have, because they're clearly skill indicators with the diamond and everything. But these are the required cooking skill in order to be able to make those recipes. And right now, I don't have any skills at all. Shall we review? Just to be sad together? Just to be sad together? Look at all those ones. Oh my god. Such sadness. Okay. So, let's see, where are those? If I harvest these, it's going to take an hour and 30 minutes. I can do that, that's fine. It's only going to give me one cured leather. That makes me sad. Just one cured leather. Now I can potentially repair the aviator cap, but not right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and chat on. I'm definitely feeling the increased calorie burn. Wow. This is intense. Also, I think I have thirst. Possibly either the same or worse than before, because it definitely seems like thirst is setting in more quickly. Although that might be due to the crackers that I ate and some of the other stuff, so that's probably that too. Okay, so now I need to sleep for 6 hours. Regain plenty of condition. Let's say 7. We'll get probably just shy of 6. I could have plugged in 6, it would have been fine. And there goes the storm. Sun will be up shortly, but before I do anything else, hang on, we need to harvest. Nice. Okay, so those shoes will give me 2 cured leather. Ironic that those shoes, the running shoes, oh, there's the trail boots too. Okay, never mind, we're good. I forgot that I had so many different pairs of shoes. This is just going to be an adjustment for me in an ongoing fashion, and I'm sure it'll be hilarious to watch because I'm just not used to being this spoiled. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let's go ahead and repair. Hello? Alright, there we go. Interesting that it's repairing right now. Okay, so... yeah, I'll just drink that for the time being. Drank all the sodas already. So, I mean, a lot of the stuff that I've picked up is already gone. Let's just appreciate that for a moment. The sun is up. Now we can finally repair the aviator cap. So let's do that. I could really use you not failing. Just saying. Yeah, that blew the leather that we needed. We lost a couple of pieces of leather there, unfortunately. But that does give us the ability to wear the aviator cap. It's going to be better when it's fully repaired relative to the toque, but the wind protection is absolutely worth having on the outer layer. Let's also make sure, yeah, so the wind protection on the flight jacket is better to have on the outer layer there. Okay, I'm happy. I'm real happy. We have got mucklucks. We've got lots of food. We have a revolver that I need to finish cleaning. Yep. Let's do this for just a second. Might be a little bit repetitive, but I want this thing to be in shooting condition. Now, I could totally, believe me, I could totally shoot a ptarmigan right now. And we could have ptarmigan meat. I could, ooh, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? I could go ahead and make the new bedroll, which I was about to try to make. That's another thing that I was going to do right at the end of Against All Odds Season 7, before that rude ending. Much better ending than Season 6. Okay. See, now I'm thinking about it. I think I might go ahead and use this to take out some ptarmigan. Alright, so need to be mindful of calories, though. And the ptarmigan will help with that, at least. So I'm going to have to shoot fast and true. Hang on, how we doing? Unfortunately, because cleaning skill is back to 0 as well, it's taking a while, nice, to get this back up to the level it needs to be. Okay, let's not lose well-fed. Okay, actually, it didn't drop as much as I thought it would during those couple of repairs, so we might be able to go ahead and get this cleaned. I would like to just knock this out and not have to worry about cleaning for a while. The firearm cleaning kit is almost used up, by the way. Just a heads up, as you might have already noticed from the length of the episode, I am under time constraint today while recording, so blame that on an appointment that I had this morning. I will have to cut the episode a little bit sooner than I typically would. Apologies for that. I try to hit that, 33, 35 minute sweet spot. Not quite going to reach it today. All right, let's go ahead and drink some coffee to recover some energy. Now I can chat on some cattails. I'm already regretting my comments from the last episode about... Looks like I did get the well-fed benefit, by the way. Must have happened when I woke up and I just didn't notice it. But I'm already regretting my comments about not picking all the cattails because I think the increased calorie consumption is starting to make itself known to me. Okay. So what I need to do right now is go out and shoot a bunch of ptarmigan with a revolver. Just ptarmigan massacre. Get as many as I can. Preferably 2, preferably 3, before they fly off. Assuming I can pull that off, which is a big if. Okay, no empty shells. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Let me take one more look around, make sure I didn't overlook anything in the cabin proper. Doesn't appear so. How long would it take to break this down? Let's break down the cardboard box just to see what might be inside. Nope. Okay. Alright, it does seem like things are quieting down outside. This is a good opportunity for me to go visit those winged friends. Those finely feathered friends. Assuming they're still close by. Should hear them in a moment if they are. Lovely weather. I'm just kidding, it's not. this is where they were last time, I think. Okay. They appear to have buggered off. That is less than ideal. Okay, well, if they've buggered off, there's no reason for me to double back. That makes me sad. At least I had an objective and I pursued it. But what I'm going to do now is we're just going to make our way back towards the airfield. I could, you know, go to the fishing cabin and see what I find there. But again, I think there's a possibility... I don't know. See, I'm still torn. Now that I kind of know my way around. The wolves present a bit of a problem. Oh, hang on. That is more of a slope than I thought. Let's go sideways. No glimmer fog yet, but now that I've said that out loud, we might have some in the next few seconds. The game has ears. Don't think that it doesn't, even on lower difficulty. Beautiful view right now. It's something that shifted in the long dark. It's been a couple of years now, but they added this, you know, very snow white blizzard fog effect, specifically during storms like this, where just the sky becomes white in the distance. It wasn't always this way in the long dark. Go back and watch earlier videos and you'll realize that's something that was added later. I'm so torn because I could totally... You know what? I'm going to do it. Screw it. We're right here. I know where I need to go. And I mean, what's the point of having a higher difficulty run, or a lower difficulty run, if not for enjoying the ability to do slightly more foolhardy things? Be a bit more impulsive. Risk it all. I'm going to do it. We're going to go ahead to the other cabin. Because it's not honestly that far, and I know how to get there. Again, map knowledge. I'm gonna enjoy it. And that way, I mean, I might still come back here later. But that gives me the ability to kind of check this zone off of my list. And not feel like there's a place I haven't looted.
My fingers feel numb.
Alright, I see some wolves. Actually, those might not be wolves. Those might just be thickets. I think those are just thickets. Okay, we're looking good. Alright, any cattails immediately nearby? Don't see any. Alright. Now, the last time I was out on this ice, I was kind of shocked at the extent to which thin ice seemed to be kind of missing. And now the same thing is happening again. Yeah, I'm glad I came out here. This is going to work well. Alright, there are the wolves. They're over there. I knew they were here. They're closer to the shore, which is less than ideal. There's one straight in front of me, too. Hello. But I've got a revolver now. So I can actually defend myself. Alright, so I need to go for that cove over there, and I need to be mindful of my condition at this point. But, alright, I've arrived. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, climbing socks. Let's go. Alright, they're not particularly good condition right now. They're actually not as good as the socks I'm wearing, but I will be putting those on before long. Found some nice clothing items this episode. And we're not done.
Come in handy.
We are not done at all. I don't know if I'm going to do any fishing just yet, but I will definitely be doing some fishing this series. And the reason I say that is I don't know that I necessarily want to be... I don't want to spend a ton of time in this zone right now. I like the idea of getting moving. And to some extent, I have to think through, okay, well, how much of that is just me being a creature of habit and, like, playing on Interloper-adjacent difficulty where you have to move if you want to live, and how much of it is just me wanting to not retread like all the same ground that we just tread in Against All Odds Season 7, you know? Alright, so I'm giving these wolves a very wide berth. I might find some cattails here when I approach the shore. I do see some, nice. And I'm going to try and hug the shore and get by them and then get up to the cabin. And that might work out pretty well timing-wise. Alright, let me put the revolver away. No particular reason. I have never misfired this thing ever, let alone on camera. Why would you suggest that? Don't listen to anyone who says otherwise. I never lie. I have never said anything sarcastically in my life. In fact, this is the least sarcastic I have ever been. Good talk. Alright, getting dangerously close to these wolves, but it's worth it for 3 cattails. Not 1, not 2, but 3 cattails. Alright. That one right there might see me here. I'll be lucky if they don't. Moment of truth. Cut inside. Perfect. Okay. Perfection. Nice. A couple more cattails. Let's grab those before we head up. You know what would suck? If there was like a bear that hung out in this little cove and I didn't know. And it was like immediately to my left right now. Like, hi. How's it going? You thought you were safe. You thought you were home free. You thought everything was fine. Guess what? Everything's not fine. Here, have a face full of teeth. And I'd be like, face full of teeth. This is not phasmophobia. I object. Before dying. I'm kidding. The bear wouldn't kill me, but it would hurt. Thankfully, that's just a joke. And it's not actually happening. Okay. I see some more rose hips there. Might as well grab them on right next to them. So we grabbed a lot of cattails. That's going to make sure... That's going to help to ensure that, like, calorie-wise, I'm good while I'm here. And it will help fuel my exit from the zone as well. Let's take a quick look inside the boat.
This stuff
Cardboard
will come in
matches. Let's put the revolver away as I no longer need to have it ready. Anything down there? Nothing that I can see. There's another hatchet. Might be better condition than the one I picked up. Okay. Anything over here? Nope. No. I can break down the barrels for materials, but I don't need to. Was not planning to come up here, but I am very glad that I did. Once I kind of remembered that map knowledge, once I remembered that, and I kind of realized where I was, coming down from the other cabin, I was like, you know, if I just veer left right now, it wouldn't take me too long, you know? It wouldn't be that bad. So why not just do it? Alright, there's a hacksaw. I already have a hacksaw. There's some cured leather and some cloth. But anyway, here's what I'm going to do. Let me step inside. Okay, now that I've arrived, I unfortunately do have to end this episode right here. on a dime. So let's go ahead. Actually, isn't there a bed right here? There is. Plaid shirt. So I see some loot around. I see a Polaroid. So there's stuff to be picked up as the next episode begins. But for now, let's go ahead and grab just an hour of sleep for the sake of that lovely bit of rest. And more importantly, come on. Come on. There it is. That save point. In the next one, I will loot this place up, see what there is remaining to be found in this zone. I see some rifle ammunition, so maybe there's a bow right there. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's just okay. That's not any special kind of bow, but it's still a bow. That's nice. We'll pick that up in the next episode. There's a lot here. I want to like start picking everything up now, but I have to go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not new here, look for the join button to get access to channel unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, except for this week because we've had a premiere, so we'll do Wednesday too. Comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.